Hello and welcome to the next episode. We are already on episode 12 and now we are going to actually build the Sentinel complexes in Lear. So we prepared a lot of stuff already last episode. So the solar farms are under construction, the layered defense array is under construction, and the first Sentinel complex is under construction. This would still require a second farm to be perfect here. So we would need to make another farm here, but that would cost us again 27 volatiles that we don't have. But I think we definitely need that because the crew cost is 100 each for the Sentinels. So that's a lot more than we can actually afford right now.
Offering counsel.
There we go. But we are now going to get some resources from the aliens here.
Contact.
We wanted to have... It was 200 nobles each, right? Completely forgot again. Sentinel complex was 200 nobles, yes. So we want to get at least another station done. We can trade with them now every turn. That would be roughly my goal. So we need definitely 400 here. So this is the minimum goal we have to achieve. Actually, they don't have metal, so we have to be careful with... our boost here, because we have to replace metal later. So now the big question is, what would they actually like here? And we don't really have a lot. So that's our problem. We can, for example, give them influence. Just not sure that they actually like this. Yeah, you can see here that they don't really value influence. We can maybe give them operations. Alien says no as well. Ay. So they don't really want anything. So do they maybe want money? Also no. Ooh. Maybe boost 200. 500. Nope, as well. If we give them exotics back, no. We can of course trade them stuff like this one. No. Okay, so if we were to give them, for example, UNESCO here, would we get 200 for this? No. 400 here? No. Oh boy. Okay, so what do we do? Can we get them better than tolerant? Not sure if that actually works, but we can try. We're going to give them some influence in the next turns to see if we can get better than tolerant. I mean, what's their relation to the servants? Support. We are only on tolerance. We are not on support yet. So maybe we have to somehow get to this point. Maybe we can do something about this. I think that would be ideal. But yeah, we do need money. I think the best chance for us is to actually give them cash. So that's something we should go for. But I don't really want to spoil my countries. Spoils would get us a lot of inequality very quickly. But of course it would also get us a lot of cash. Okay, let's see what happens if we do a bit of spoiling here on the Americas. How much cash we can make from this. If that is a functioning option. Really. Ouch.
Score 1 for the good guys.
What? Abductions? No. 30 per day. So we got like 900 from this. I mean, it's a bit of cash, but it's not super much. But if we can keep it in check with welfare and environment, then I think I'm fine with it. We have to see
Reporting in.
if that actually works out.
We'll recon the site.
Standing by.
I'm not sure how we pull this off, because we would also need a lot of money to buy the resources on Earth that we then send up with boost. And of course we are already on a deficit of boost.
Ready for my mission.
So you are going to keep talking to this
Initiating
guy.
contact.
So can we maybe...
Attempt to dissuade the invaders if you must, but
Aha.
Project Exodus will continue.
So you also want stuff. Okay, would you give me the 99 boost here for some... not a chance, for some... Yeah, so we can get 99. So we can get this one. Let's actually check what other resources we have on other factions. So resistance doesn't matter, humanity first doesn't matter, because we can't trade with them. Academy has traded with us, but they do have volatiles, but they didn't want to offer them yet. But they lack cash, so maybe we can do something there. Exodus is pretty broke. Initiative has some... not really. Maybe some nobles. Maybe they are willing to trade some nobles. We should also talk to the servants now. Yeah, we should do this. So that's...
Both of us wish only to dissuade
yeah, okay, the
invaders
Academy
from
doesn't want to
further
trade
violence.
resources. So we're just going to give you one boost. So we have to find a servant as well, to see if we can get some or any amount of resources
Offering
here.
support. Reaching
So
out.
let's see, how much can we get for like 1,500 money? Let's see how much that will actually be. Like, can we get 50? Like 200? No. 100? Okay, that would be adequate. That as well. Okay. We can get a bit of stuff here. Okay, 175. 170 is the maximum here. So we can get about 220 resources in total for 1,500 cash. So we're going to do this, complete, repeat. And now we do have a bit of surplus again. Yeah, this is immediately, as we can see, the nobles are the biggest cost factor because they are expensive to be bought. What we could do here is... oh, it's only getting us 1,500, 1,200? Really? Exotics are worth nothing currently. But yeah, this is helping us so we go up in boost again. And so we trade each turn now. We can... oh, wait a second. Yes. So this is not worth it because the boost here is terrible. So instead we do spoils here. Relatively heavily. Like this. On Canada. We keep these two on mainly boost. We also go away from boosting here in the US. Instead we also do something like this. Maybe actually like this. And then we can see how much money we can actually squeeze out of these two states to use that to buy resources from the aliens.
Recon complete.
And I'm going to jump forward a bit here, because I also try to find a servant so we can trade with them as well. Wherever we can get resources now. Okay, here we are. The first Sentinel complex is finished. So now we can draw from the benefits of that, which means that we can use the dominate nation effect if we want to. So that would be like this one. We could try that out, for example, here on China if we want to. We don't really have a lot of control point capacity there. But we could still try it out. So, for example, we go here. Yep, the success chance is always high. And therefore, we would get control points here. But I think we should pick something that gives us the most usage here. So, and we only have 2 mega nations left here. Because we have the... We can't do that on the Alien Federation of Administration, of course. But let's do this here. Let's take over China with that.
I will report when my mission is complete.
And we should probably... Now, we don't have technologies available which boost up control point capacity currently. So that's our problem. Now, I had the problem that I lost the track of the aliens.
Investigating target.
While trading with them, but they just revealed a new one here by doing some kind of mission. So that's good. However, I was only able to trade enough resources for one further Sentinel complex here. I do have the resources theoretically for a third one. So we have 20% there. But I'm going to continue trading first before I continue constructing. So that's roughly my plan here. So I'm going to wait until we can trade again. Meanwhile, I have put most of my states on as spoils here. We see the consequences of that we go up in inequality and such, and we go down in sustainability again. But that's fine. I think that's going to be fine for the moment. We just need enough resources to buy the stuff from the aliens right now. And then we have a little bit of boost left for the metal shortages that we are going to run into for the number 8, 9, and 10. But until then, it's still a while. I, however, was not able to get resources from either the servants, nor the academy, nor anyone like the initiative here. They all don't want to trade resources. I mean, we can check if it's possible again with the academy, maybe. Wait a second, who was that with the 15k? Academy, yes. So maybe it's possible now, but I doubt it. So let's try. And let's see the dominate nation in effect.
Only to dissuade the
Yeah.
invaders from further violence.
They are even trading with me here, so... And they only want to give us 15 boosts. Now we don't care. You get 1 cash.
Offering
So we
support.
don't need that here either.
Offering assistance.
We'll open a channel.
It's a bit
Both
sad
of
that
us
they
wish
don't want to
only
trade
dissuade
resources.
the invaders from further violence.
Ah yeah, our navy is done here, which will be open the door for a war declaration on Indonesia on our own here. So then we can take over these stuff into Australia and Thailand here. Okay, now let's wait for dominate nation.
We found nothing of note.
Really? That failed. Oh, come on. Then next turn.
Things are stabilizing.
Okay. Ah, our armies are arriving. Good. We wait until all armies have arrived here. Mining is done. We want to... is there anything we want? I think we just have to do a few times the management stuff here, but I'm not going to push this hard. Instead, I want to push the global project again because this one will unlock new capacity points, and we do need that urgently. I also, that should we check actually? I researched the administration node, and I didn't get the tower yet because we lack white collar automation. So that's going to be one of the global techs we are going to take, because the administration tower would get us 12 control point capacity. Although these monthly support costs are nothing I can actually afford. There we go. Some leaders in China have bowed to our superiority, allowing us to take control point for the Protectorate. A portion of the public there expressed gratitude for us bringing order to the nation. So we have a critical success, actually. So that's, of course, massive. If you just got the point from the servants, we're going to use that for... I don't know yet. I think we want to... Let's wait until we have 3 or 4 points here that we can actually properly use there then. So we are going to just dominate nation until we have everything in China, which is going to be the deal here. And when the last army has arrived, we can start conquering our neighbors here. With whom are we at war already? Both Myanmar, Cambodia. So we still can declare war on Laos here.
Acknowledged.
So we should do this.
Prepping for mission.
Acknowledged.
And you go
On
declare
my
another
way to the
war.
capital.
Yeah, I'm going to just rush forward here. I try to trade, but let's see how hard it will get. Okay, we have progressed a little bit forward here. We have been able to trade quite some resources from the aliens here. 1.7k nobles are now available. We also have 3,000 volatiles by now. I want to do one further trade, so next mission phase, and then we can start constructing again. Meanwhile, we have been...
Come to our side.
There we go. Stuff has been taken over by the Southeast Asian Alliance. And some also went to the Republic of the Southern Cross. So everything exactly as I wanted it. So all of that is gone now. And therefore now we have basically split up the Indonesia here to the nations that we took earlier. And of course we do have still quite some claims that we could take here. Oh, wait a sec. Wait. No, these are now in Australia. That's why they are red, right? Because Australia has a better score, government score than we do. So now there would be some stuff left like Vietnam here and also Manila here in the Philippines, which we could get, and also Malaysia if we wanted to. But for now we are going to just stabilize what we have here. Same here in Australia, which of course took quite a hit from the annexation. And we can probably reduce spoils here now. Actually, from Australia, let's remove it. Same here. Let's not destabilize it further. Instead, stabilize it for now. And I think I'm going to go home for now, because I'm not prepared to go here because of the alliances. Same here, we would need to do a coup d'etat or something similar before we annex those. I'm not sure that we actually need that though. So next step is going to be that we take the last control point here in China. So, and then that's actually going to put us over cap quite significantly. Yeah, there we go, minus 17. That's dangerous. Do we have anything that we get? We are going to get the industrial support agreement here in a second, but I'm not going to... Oh, wait a second. We can upgrade our guys. So, Anthony... No, you're going to get the environmental engineer. Abusha here. You are going to get persuasion. That's going to get us points. Here we go. And Patricia... you are not going to push here. You could give her persuasion as well. Yep. Persuasion as well. Ron, definitely persuasion. And investigation. No, wait a second. Investigation we are going to get from the upgrades that we can buy. So we don't need to go further here. Milada is going to go into admin here. And then we can optimize her further soon when we can get rid of this one here. I'm not going to buy the management AI here though. So now we should be out of the deficit at least. Yes, we are. Perfect. So now we can see that we have... Actually, I want to make peace here with the alien admin in a second. So that's also going to be a thing. So we can try to at least make peace with the alien administration.
Where do you need me?
Which you can do now.
On my way to the capital.
Where do you need me?
Now we just do something like this for now. We don't really want to boost up the government score here. So actually we are not going to do government at all. Instead we are going to go heavily into welfare to get rid of the 4.8 inequality here. Yeah, I think this is going to be what we need now. For now at least. To stabilize the country. Trish, you can... What do we need to stabilize first? One unrest, value 3.3. All of that should, however, balance out over time. So let's fix China here first. Yeah, so we are going to do one more trade with the aliens here. We still need 3.6k.
Offering assistance.
Roughly.
Offering support. We'll
So
open
if
a
we throw 3,000 out of the window here, let's see how much we can get. 600. 800? No. No. There we go. So we're going to continue that, of course. But now we do have the materials for what we need to do. For some reason we don't have the energy apparently. Why? Oh, we are 10 short. For the 10th... For the second Sentinel complex. Interesting. So we are going to do just one more array here. Good that I checked. So we're probably going to have the same problems here if we throw down the Sentinel complex here and here. And then we throw down the farm, the second. And then we are going to be at... No, 620 to 600. Okay, so that's the difference between the science modules here. Fine. So we're going to continue here. 1, 2. Plus farm. Here we go. Also, energy is fine here. So we are now at 6. So let's go to 8. Let's see if we do have enough. Yeah, we're going to run into the metal shortage in a second. And then we are lacking the money to continue, but we can solve that in a second. Energy is fine here as well. And now we are going to run into the problem that we probably have to wait a bit. Yeah, we can't afford it. So it will cost us around 1,000 money here to buy up the remaining 100 metal, which means that it will also cost us around 4,000 to fix the other one up. But we do have enough spare as well here.
Public
we just wait
moving in our direction.
until we have enough cash from our spoils here in the Americas. Going to seek the peace here. There we go.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Depart. Yes. From Irkutsk to Hohot. Okay. So could you all go home, please? Where are my armies now? Okay, all go home, please. We are now at peace with the aliens here. Okay. What? Servants, really? And then we got the industrial support agreement, which fixed quite some deficits here. That's good. We are going to go into something that gives us control points, please. If we can. There's nothing left again, I guess. Then management research, please. We have global ambition ongoing here. Yeah, let's do it like this. We need these. What? Really? Okay, we are going to use our dominate nation again here. That's nothing I can accept here. That they are trying to take our points. I mean, it doesn't really matter though. So it's just annoying.
I will report
And
when my
can
mission
we
is complete.
purge
Where
the
to?
other as well? No, we can't. We don't have the opinion here. So that's something we should fix with Unity actually. So like this. And we do have... We're going to keep trading with the aliens so that we don't lose the contact. But now... These are done, right? Yes, these are done. So now we go intermilitary here. And get the first complex down. There we go. So now let's also get the farm down already. Here we go. So now we have to just... Wait a second, do we have enough energy? 620 to 450. That should be fine. Which means we just need to get 4,000 money. Roughly. To start up the last Sentinel. And then we maybe have one? I don't know.
Support.
Lending
Okay,
my
we lost the
expertise.
contact. So
Mission abort.
it was to be expected eventually. Because they go went to ground or however you want to call that. Okay, repeat please. Keep the
Public
unrest low.
sentiment is increasingly with us.
We should also consolidate our control points here in regards to defend them. As soon as we have consolidated again. There we go. We just continue again. And now we wait until we have 4,000 money here. Maybe it's already enough because we have 350 50 metals again. Let's see. No, but it's close. Very close. Ah, servants and humanity first, really. Yeah, annoying me here. There we go. That's the last Sentinel complex. Now we have 10 under construction. And now we just have to wait so that we can fulfill the condition. Which means I'm going to just continue here and we are going to chime in before the last one finishes. Okay, we are in September 2032 and in a few days, I think it's 3 days. Yeah, 3 days, the last Sentinel complex is going to finish. South Africa, Switzerland, interesting. That's not in
Score
our
one
reach.
for the good guys.
Now let's see what will happen afterwards.
The Sentinels are
There we
ready for
go.
activation, Commissioner. The final piece is at hand.
The amount of opposition we have met has been maddening. Sabotage and space attacks and attacks on our supply chain and personnel. Over and over again, every single day. It feels as though everyone on Earth has turned against us. It makes me want to scream. Why do they keep fighting us? This is for their own good. Don't they see how much we have sacrificed for them? Another member of the advisory team was discovered to possess restricted data about our security arrangement without proper authorization. I have dissolved the remains of the team and taken on sole decision-making authority for the present. None of them can be relied upon. Lavrenti is the only remaining member of our command staff whom I trust, and you of course. In any case, it is done. The Sentinels are built. With the press of a button, we can devastate any population center on the Earth. Surely now our enemies will see the futility of resisting. But then, they haven't shown any trace of rationality in the past, have they? Perhaps it would be best if we did activate one of the Sentinels as a demonstration. The whole senseless war has made it clear that there are some parts of humanity that Earth will be better off without. The war is over. We have won. But why do they keep resisting? It's always like this. No one listens to the peaceful ones. Those who try to talk and understand and find a solution, all they respect is a threat of violence. Well, that is what we are bringing to them now. Maybe once it's all over, they will wish they had listened. I don't trust Lavrenti. I asked to talk with one of the members of the council. He said she was unavailable. How can she be unavailable? That's the whole point of putting someone under arrest, isn't it? They are supposed to be there when you want them. Where's everybody gone, anyway? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shout. You have done very well. You have carried out everything I've asked, even when it's been difficult. I'm not feeling very well. So, have our council assigned the Protectorate Authority org target one of our Sentinel models with the claim hegemony missions. To launch the council mission to win the game, we must fulfill following goals to ensure our victory. Our faction must control regions with 60% of the Earth population. We control a region when we have the executive control in a nation and more than half of the total control points in that nation. Our faction must control nations with at least 50% of Earth's GDP. We control a nation when we have the executive control and more than half of the control points in the nation. So our current value here is 43% already. No, don't know. No. We have to fly to Vesta. Ah. We have to shoot something down around Vesta, apparently. So, destroy all HEPs of tier 3 and greater belonging to the factions not allied with the aliens. Resist the 21st Initiative Academy Exodus. At the following bodies: Ceres, Vesta, and Palace. So, what do they have at Vesta? And how much is that? Vesta, but somewhere here, right? Is that Vesta? No, that's Ceres. Where's Vesta? Ooh. Vesta is somewhere here in the build as well. But where's that? Aye. I mean, we can check with our fleet, so... Ceres as well. Vesta here. Station. Oh no. That's a fortified station. Point defense. Layered defense arrays. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's not it. That's nothing I expected to happen. I mean, we can hope that the aliens are shooting it down. Eventually. So... Fleets. Aliens. Maybe they are flying to... Vesta, maybe? Doesn't look like it though. Are they at war with the Exodus though? I hope. I hope for our sakes here. So Exodus is at war with the aliens and the Servant. So maybe they will get shut down before we can do something about it. So the thing is, we would need something that can defeat this. Problem is, this is a layered defense array with lasers. And then there are 2 more point defense arrays. I don't really have the firepower currently sitting around. But we could use the fleet that we currently have here. We don't need everything. We could just go for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then like 1 PDC. And then we would need to... You can see in the ship designer, no, ship class here. So if we upgrade this guy, let's make an example trajectory. We fly from our dock to Vesta. The station here. Yeah, it would only take 20 kps in 80 weeks. Great. Let's say we have 200 kps. That would take 16 weeks. Ouch. 16 weeks is a long time. 400 kps. 15 weeks. Yeah, this is the fastest we can go. The fastest we can go. This is problematic. Let's see, what else is at Vesta? Can we maybe sneak in a station? So this is the problem here. Vesta. No, both sides are taken there. What we could do... We could build a marine ship, fly there, take it over, and then build ships there. Oh, wait a second. Does it have a high orbit? It has a higher orbit. Oh, this is already in medium orbit, so we could go to low orbit. But that's somehow... I don't like this because we wanted to stay in Earth and Luna. So I do think we have to build a fleet here in Luna. Earth-Luna. Else it feels weird. So we hope that the aliens take this out, maybe? We prepare for it, but we also hope that the aliens take it out. Is that reasonable? Maybe? So, pacify the Earth. We need another 30% of Earth population. So with China, we already only own 30%. We have a total of 8.68. So 10% and 868 million. Another 30% therefore are around 2.5 billion, roughly. Taking over India would get us 2/3 of that. And then there's Bangladesh and Pakistan, which we can take as well. So that's another 270. So in total, that's 1,700, 1,800. Almost 2 billion here. And then we could look into stuff. 150 here. Oh, wait a second, we can do this easier here. So all nations, and then we go for population. So taking India is obvious. Pakistan as well. Oh, Brazil, 234. And Bangladesh. And then Nigeria. And Ethiopia. So I would say... I mean, this is relatively... quickly. We can do this quickly. We just need the capacity for it. That's our problem. So we would need any kind of source of control points that we can get. Like the admin node here would only get us 4 points. That's not really a lot. But this, for example, is only 25 points, a bit more, for 150 million. Nigeria here, I think that's the rest of Nigeria, right? Ah, half of that is still occupied by the admin. That would be 250, relatively cheap. For around, oh, that's a lot, 48 points. So, and this one will cost us how much? 26 times 5, so yeah, India is definitely the cheapest of them for the most population. So we would get 130 points for 1.5 billion. That would get us very close to the condition already. That would also allow us to, for example, annex Vietnam here, because we do have the alliances here with India and China, which we could get rid of. So... we should undo the rivalry here, yes. And then... who is that? Initiative. So initiative will go here, like this. There we go. Yeah. So then we could annex Vietnam. We can also go for the Philippines here. So it should also be relatively easy. Yeah, and then add India, Pakistan, Bangladesh to it. Maybe even Iran. And that should get us close. And then maybe Brazil on top of that. The thing is, the problem we see now is that the occupation by the alien admin is actually not in our interest. And 50% GDP is not a problem. We own the biggest GDPs, more or less, which are undamaged from the wars with the alien admin. And now we do have China as well. I mean, let's check what we can still do about this. We don't have any... yeah, we don't get anything else. That's the last quest now. So the only thing we can hope for are things that are getting unlocked now. Oh, we are going to lose that race, actually. That's bad. I should have paid attention to this. Yeah, this is bad. So, tech tree. So, right color here, for example, will get us a lot of things as well. But 10 here, not really a lot. Accelerander, which is ongoing. So Accelerander here. What will we get from this out except for the Protectorate Authority, which is going to be interesting. We get Global Empire, 120 points. That's basically India. Okay, but that's all we get from this one. So what else do we have available here? Network propaganda. Going to unlock communications hub, network spy-ops. Nothing we want, no. Is that really all there is now that is left here? Yeah, rival governance is also done. So we have to push for Accelerando, which we already do, to get the Global Empire and the Protectorate Authority, which would be what we need to cut down the cost there of the nations that we own. Yes, so how do we... I mean, we could... I mean, just doing the admin node here, it will cost us 1 boost, 10 money, a bit of crew. It's not a problem. And we get it like... we definitely get 40, roughly 40 control points from this. Because we have like 9 or 10 stations. So that would be something we can do, definitely. It would at least be 40, so we can continue expanding from this. Which means we could consider, for example, going after Vietnam now. So get 3 mission phases with our
things up.
Abuja here. Take the slot. Also do the Philippines. That alone is 230 million. That's already good. And if it offers itself, we can go into Malaysia as well. But probably the next step would be rather already taking Bangladesh and then India as quickly as we can. Just so that we have the stuff under control. And yeah, so I guess we have to continue with management research as much as we can. And we have to hope that the aliens take out Vesta. But we are going to try to find a new agent to trade for resources so that we can make a ship that can reach this. So let's see. We would need better weapons though. And we don't have any currently. So we would... I think we actually need a new ship design for this. Because only having 12 torpedoes here per ship is really bad. So we would need to research the magazine, because I think I didn't research it. Right. Put that in here, then we have at least 24 torpedoes. And this is still the transfer. Yes, it's still the transfer. We would need a better drive to get a better solid core fission reactor so that we can go higher on the grid drive here. But level 3 is unlocked, so we can quickly do this. And then we can still see if we can somehow reduce the mass further, like with a better armor here. So we get faster from this. Yeah, but we don't really get to... Yeah, this is like what we can get, and then we put another drive on it. That's more or less what we can get out of this, for which we need 200 water. And then 60 metal, 31 nobles. That's doable though. The other question is there something we can research in the projects in regards to drives that we could use? I mean, wait a second. The quickest change right now would first of all be that we research the solid core fission reactor 3 here. So let's quickly get this done. Yeah, now we lose our truces, of course. What? What? What is attacking us? Protectorate fighter formation. Servant fighter formation. Okay, it costs 200 boosts to add those. Really? Let's lose just 2 here. Whoa! Really, they're sending... What's that? Okay, I'm going to actually... Just going to let the AI do this, because I have no clue how the exafighters work here. I just hope that we don't lose our station here. We should keep an eye on this. They sent their torpedoes, I guess. What kind of weapons do they have? Autocannons, torpedo pods. Okay. Funny. So I guess our 2 fighters are going to be toast in a second here. Oh, cool design. And we do have a layered defense array in the back here of this, of course. So that's good. What do they have? Basically the same design. Okay, and there we are, toast. Do we have a chance with one layered defense array against these guys? 2 8-inch point defense laser turret? I don't think so. Oh, they only have 200 shots and they almost used everything already, so... I think we can win this way. And then maybe if they get too close, we can actually just burn them down with the 8-inch gun here. Yeah, we are in range with the 8-inch guns here. They're going to try to shoot that down, I guess, with the point defense here. From the autocannons, I would assume that. Yeah. Looks like they are out of... So we are going to take them out, actually. Probably we are not going to get everyone because they are... Targeting of the stations is terrible. At least we take a few down. 3 down. 4 down. 5. 5. Okay, we are going to simulate the rest here. And they are all done. Good. That was surprising that the servants ran after us here. Oh, we immediately went to war with everyone. Okay. It would have been nice if we would have learned the war the victory conditions beforehand. I didn't know that we go to war with everyone. We were at peace. We were at peace. I hope we can defend our stations here. Yeah, I think we have to build more layered defense arrays now. Which means we have to use another one here. So at least on those that have the modules. So like here. I think that definitely makes sense to just have at least one more. And now we run out of energy here. Which means another solar array. That's going to be interesting now. Here as well. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. Okay, here we go. That's the 4th one. Now the 5th one. Layer defense array. Solar array. There we go. Done. I assume that the aliens will also support us now. Not only the servants. I really hope that they will go for that station for us. So that we don't have to. Sirius, Themis. Why is everything flying to Ceres here? Yeah. Let's hope they will change focus there. Because I'm not sure that I can take out a ring hab here with the current ship designs. So maybe we need to research something like railguns and coil guns, which is pretty good against these kind of stations. And then we have to get like one capital ship out, which would be very expensive. But that's something for next episode. No, wait a second. We wanted to finish the solid core fusion reactor. That was something we wanted to do. So now we are going to get started on, I think, Vietnam here. Because that's going to be the easiest and cheapest here.
Mission in progress.
Yeah, we're going to do this.
At your service.
And Ron, can you also help here? No, chances are too low. So you're not
Ready
going
to
to.
go.
But now
We'll
we are going
restore
to
peace
suffer
to
the
this
consequences from the AI not liking us anymore. Yeah, the Dumbo doesn't have enough KPS to get us to Vesta. Is there anything we can do about this stuff here? I don't think we want lasers either, but maybe we want fleet combatants for a better ship. Yeah, maybe. So now the drive is the engine, no, not engine, the generator is done. So we could go up to rank 3 here, and therefore also to 6 drives. And this would put us down to 19 weeks actually. Yeah, 19 weeks is the minimum here. At least it was for a second. Doesn't really change much. The acceleration is so low. The problem is that this will not be enough to pierce through a layered defense array and 2 point defense arrays. And that's what we need to defeat, and who knows what else they are going to make there at Vesta. Yeah, but we have to come up with a solution. Or hope for the aliens. And hope that the other AIs will not make even more stations around any of these bodies. So we need to get into more boost probably to fix that, and we have to trade with the aliens further. So let's check the resources here. So the resistance presence is relatively low. But they do have a lot of resources, so they can build. Humanity First has a lot of space presence. That's worrying. Although they don't have anything at Earth anymore, so it's somewhere else. Initiative is fine. Servants don't count. Academy also not worrying. Prox Exodus also not too. Yes, it's going to get interesting. But we are relatively close. So if, for example, the aliens take out the station in the next month, then we would actually be relatively close to the goal. We need like 200 capacity points here, control points. 200, maybe 250 to win.
Laying the groundwork.
Because India is so cheap. So yeah. Leave a like and subscribe, and see you in the next episode where we are going to try to finish this game, or this campaign.